Well, Coach, any Florida resident will tell you that afternoon pop-up showers and storms are the norm, and that's exactly what... Well, Coach, any Florida resident will tell you that afternoon pop-up showers and storms are the norm, and that's exactly what we have right now. Actually expecting a pretty steady rain throughout today here in Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, set, 60 outlaw. We're pretty quiet, team, we're pretty quiet. Five. Watch the run. Under 10, 10. Check. 5.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He completes this one to Mack. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A man who played college football here in the Sunshine State. It's USF's Marlon Mack. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Go. Both the mic. Hey, Orvin. Hey, keep it up.
2nd and 9 now. He's got Harrison left side complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Colts.
On the double. Hey, Alpha, on the ball. Watch his slant. Watch his slant. Check 37. Check 37. Check 13. Check 13. 2.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle, he'll get it to Harrison. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Indianapolis.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
Mike 48. Mike 48. What we got? What we got? What we got? Ready?
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Hey, exit.
2nd and 1. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, counter.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
They run the draw play with Mack. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down.
Hey, Wahoo! Focus, defense, focus. 51 to Mike, boy, 51. Me and you on deck. On deck. I'm coming after you. Get it.
They'll drop the throw. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay, because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
on the set. Yeah, yeah.
It's a party now.
Set.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Protein spill. 49, check 49, check 5.
And to give this time to the tailback. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Let's get it.
Ready, ready.
Go 58's the mic. I hope you brought your...
Look at me. Zipper.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Drop. Rock it. Rock it.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here we go. Here we
The
go.
Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
General West.
I got you, punk. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Big ass, big ass, big ass. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. Showing that, showing that.
Hey, high 7.
Switch gears, switch gears.
Speed grip, speed grip.
A run by Mack to start the drive. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Josh Allen on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready,
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Rip right, rip right. Shift, shift. Jumping, 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 jumping.
Smooth.
44's the mic. 44's the mic. Ready? Switch, switch, switch. Save, save, save. Switch, 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 switch.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Ready.
48's the mic. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Switch, twist, watch twist. Hey, look, 48.
Bravo.
48, right now, let's go. Remote this. Check.
Ready, ready.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harrison. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Ready, set.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
44's the mic, 44's the mic. Check, check. All day, just like that, just like that. Football's the mic.
They'll run here with Mack. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
44, 44, Mike, 44. Coming. 44's the mic, 44's the mic. Check, check.
Hey, 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 hey.
Fofo's the mic. Mike's Fofo. Check, 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 check. Switch, switch. Check, 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 check.
So that'll back him up 5. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
44, Mike.
They'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here we go, set, 30 base.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. You go tight. You got tight. You go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Down to about the 22 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Go.
Check.
Go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion.
Ready, break.
58, the money. It's our time. It's our time, guys.
Get it.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. He will push his way down to about the 14. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
That was a particularly nice play, because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Watch
Go on, go on. Hey, seam 6. Got it.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a carry from Mack. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 2nd quarter.
Watch the twist.
45. Go.
44. Mike, 44.
2nd and 6. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jordan Evans gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Back to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Get off the field, defense.
Pilot, 64, weak. Yo, hit it.
A shotgun give to Fournette, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Go. Get it.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. Flush to his right. He can run. And the ball is knocked out. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. Chandler Catanzaro now. He hit from 59 a season ago. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half. A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a third and just a few inches. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down.
Hey, exit.
Right there.
No.
Right there. 54 Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. And this is caught by Watkins. Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Minshew sets to throw. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I can hear the film session right now. I can hear the coach saying to his team, guys, how does a guy that big get that open?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Imagine him as a kid just trying to play hide and seek.
No chance.
No chance. He goes to hide behind the skinny tree. You see the front, the back, the top. Good luck.
Yeah, you see him. You don't see the tree.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
61, matchbox right. Hey, Echo.
Slam.
Hey, lock it.
Watch out. Check 52. Check 3.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. He just held on to the football too long there, Charles. That's point blank, right?
Yeah, I agree with that totally. You've got to have that internal clock that goes in your head that says either get rid of the football or flush and go and use your legs and try and pick up the first down. I think he hung in there too long, and the blitz got to him.
Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Hey, Delta.
51. Man, I got you.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw left side complete. It's Harrison. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
And it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Got Mike 51, Mike 51.
Snap.
Looking to throw. That is caught at the 7. Touchdown, Indianapolis. In for the score. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, it's Fournette. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Hey, high 7.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Jaguars first down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Right back to him on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now they try the right side here. Takes this to the 45. Not much space there after the nice move. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Set, ready? 60 or. Go.
Right there. 54, right?
Smooth. X3. 218. Chopper.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Got a man open. It's Ross. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Minshew. And he's got his tight end, Austin Safarian-Jenkins, for a Jags touchdown. Austin Safarian-Jenkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Right here, guys. Mike 51, Mike 51. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Five.
Mike 51.
They'll look to throw here. Looking deep for Hilton. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say that was a game-saving play.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Hey, Orbit.
44's Mike.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I'll guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, Alpha.
On 2nd and 11 now. Minshew. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Intercepted all day, baby. Yeah.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a run with Mack. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Back to throw. He's got Harrison left side complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net. He'll
look to throw. And no, It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Slam, slam, slam.
Hey! Fight!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff looking right. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Go! 30 base. Hey, echo. Big grip.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
60 outlaw. Yep. Hustle.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Shoot.
And they give this time to the tailback. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Delta.
Check 4.
Ready?
Fournette running out of the gun. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Watch the slant.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Malik Hooker, but he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone, and that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone. They don't get it in, so they'll regret that. But flip it over, making a stand in that portion of the field, congratulations to them.
So for Jacksonville, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles